Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a requested video which is all about coffee notes in perfumes and my top 10 perfumes that have coffee as one of their main notes. If you're new here, then welcome to my channel. It's all about perfumes. I have loads of perfume reviews and videos like this about particular fragrance notes, fragrance families, whole ranges. Like, check all my hundreds of videos out and do subscribe if you're a perfume fan and you're not subscribed already. Where have you been? So coffee is something which I think has become more and more in vogue to put in perfumes these past few years. It's something that would fall into a gourmand, edible and a spice category. Coffee is a spice, so obviously it doesn't smell spicy, but it smells edible, it smells warm, it smells kind of wintry, and something that you get in a lot of perfumes that are quite nighttime, date night, a little bit sultry and sexy, and overall I really like it as a note in perfumes. So I'm going to start with what is perhaps the most famous perfume to have coffee in, which is YSL's Black Opium, one of their best-selling perfumes and one of the most popular perfumes at the moment. This is the original eau de parfum in a little mini here. Now this has floral notes in, but it does have that coffee in, and the coffee gives it an almost alcoholic sense to it. I find like a boozy nighttime sense to it, like having a espresso martini or something after a meal or in a cocktail bar at night. So it gives it that mystery and that extra element that makes coffee perfumes quite fun, I think. It also has a fair amount of vanilla in this one, and coffee and vanilla of course work very well. You get them in actual coffee with the vanilla, so overall it feels like creamy, warm, sultry, and this one is quite good for lasting. Another famous coffee perfume is from Lush, the beauty handmade brand which smells amazing when you walk by the shop. It's originally a British brand, and they have one called Cardamon coffee. So this is more towards the spicy side of coffee with those cardamom notes in. It also has some wood and a little bit of rose. I think all the Lush perfumes are unisex, so this is definitely a unisex one, but it's a bit more like a spicy coffee. It feels like walking into a coffee shop where people are also having, I don't know, like a spicy cardamom cake or something, I don't know, but it feels definitely more unisex. It feels a bit more mysterious, and it doesn't have the sweetness that Black Opium does. One that is relatively similar is from by Kilian, and that's their Intoxicated. So this one again has cardamom and coffee in, but this also has some cinnamon in and nutmeg. So it's basically they've gone to the sort of fragrance wheel, all the different types of fragrances, and picked out all those ones that are quite similar, that are like an edible, spicy, the kind of ingredients that perhaps you might put in something. Like you'd probably mix cinnamon and nutmeg when you're making something. They go quite well together. So with the coffee, with the cardamom, they become very edible. This is quite strong. By Kilian in general are quite good for lasting, quite heavy. I really like them. I've done a video on my kind of love range, which I really like, but this is definitely like not for the faint-hearted. If you want something really deep coffee then and very sort of edible and warming, then this is a great one, Intoxicated. Going on to the more affordable side of the perfume world, Rihanna's Rebel, so not Rebel Fleur, just Rebel, the one with the red on, has coffee in. This is a little bit of a sweeter coffee because they've mixed it with cacao, so chocolatey, and it also has fruity notes in there as well and some sweet notes. So this is much more like a sexy coffee, like going into Starbucks and ordering like one of the really sweet coffees. That's what this is like. So the warmth of the coffee, but with all these fruity, sweety, naughty notes in. Another perfume that mixes coffee and cacao is from Atelier Cologne, and it's Caf Tuberose. So tuberose is in here, but you're getting the cafe more than the tuberose. That coffee, sweet vanilla, cacao, a bit of rose in here, cardamon's back again. So this is a slightly floral coffee, again quite heavy. These colognes are not light, they really do have quite good lasting power, this range, and I think again this is a unisex perfume, could be worn by anyone. So if you want that sort of that coffee vibe, but you also quite like tuberose, you like a little bit of floral, then this is where they've mixed them well together. Onto a really sweet coffee is from Zara, very affordable. They're Oriental Intense. I think this is maybe like between 10 and 15 pounds, very affordable. This is like a white chocolate with coffee, so think sort of like a white chocolate mocha smell, very sweet, kind of reminds me of like a Christmassy type vibe, where you kind of have white chocolate at Christmas, don't you, like eating a chocolate snowman or something. So very warm, very wintry, good for a night out or good for that cozy feeling. One perfume that does have coffee in that you might be surprised about is Noah from Cacharel. This of course is a classic perfume which has been out for a very long time, many people's signature perfume. It has loads of notes in, as many perfumes do from this time period. They really loved packing in a ton of notes. It has floral, has some sweet, it has some spicy, but overall this is a musky perfume, but it also then has some coffee in. So let me know if you do get coffee when you smell Noah, or are you completely just getting that floral musk. And then lastly, our girl Britney Spears has been including coffee in some of her more recent perfumes. So Prerogative is coffee and apricot. This is one of my favorites from her range. I love apricot in perfumes. It's sweet and fruity but still warm, and of course the coffee makes this even warmer, so quite sexy, quite fun, quite fruity. And then also her Private Show. This is a super sweet coffee with loads of sugar, whipped cream, super sweet coffee perfume. So again, quite sexy, quite warm, but this is sweeter than Prerogative and not fruity. It's just pure like sugar sweet. So Britney getting involved in the coffee note trend. So that's my rundown of coffee perfumes. Let me know which is your favorite. I'm sure you have lots of others to add to this list as well. And like I said, I think coffee is such a good idea to have in a perfume. It really helps make it warm and bring it to life a little bit. So definitely a fan. And it's in all sorts of surprising places, as you will have just found out, I hope. So I hope this video was interesting, useful. If it was, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and of course subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you again in my next video. So bye for now.